Hi! Welcome back to Remnant Lunar Archon session 146. Hope you're having a lovely evening, day, night, morning. I don't really care wherever you happen to be, whatever time you happen to be. We're gonna get playing. This is where I normally ask for one of you who is interested in a recap. We're not doing that this week. I'm gonna give the recap. And, in where we are in the campaign, I think it'd be helpful to give a full campaign thus far recap. Story of the campaign up to now, up to the Divine Spear. So I've written it out. I'm just going to go. And I'm aware that you are not all the best at hearing or the word at processing words spoken all the time. So I'm gonna put in session highlights as I go, and the words, the messages as I go. That way, if you need to read along, you can. The story began in the spring. Summoned by letter, 6 individuals met upon the path to Keenite. In Miocene, they became a team, but at the loss of one member by the name of Arashem. His death bonding them. The party continued, eventually meeting a new companion in Maverick and losing another in Moretta. Passing through Feldspar, a place the party became fond of with its denizens, including a Furbolg shop owner, an arcane archaeologist, and a water elemental. Also, I'm not going to cover everything, not every side quest, not every NPC. I'm just doing what felt right when I was writing through, and I think is a pretty good thing. So if y'all have notes at the end, things you want to bring up, feel free. Finally reaching Keenite, the party was informed that they were summoned after their names were shown to Reverend Josiah Billathor as heroes who would aid the town. The town was being plagued by disappearances and the destruction of caravans. Aiding the town, the party found Elamia and her jackal wares, which were defeated and the Temple of Aether explored. A former slave of the Lamia, and before that a falsely accused prisoner in Reef, Gambit joined them here, as well as a jackal and a gemstone friend. The party also found here the Divine Vault, a door that needed 4 keys, which their gem friend Claude informed them were blades. With this information, the party began scouring the country, first heading to Schist, meeting new allies and friends, learning of lords who bared these blades, and avoiding interaction with Vesh, who was selling potent drugs to raise money for heinous experiments in the sewers. The party also found a mysterious lamp with golden smoke that always pointed its own way, despite any wind. This item was kept hidden by Maverick. Moving to Sheer, the party met a Dampier named Bale and the generals of Lord Silzander. After a difficult struggle, the party reached Liang and then Silzander, whom they deposed. The party set up an election, expecting one of their preferred candidates to win before leaving. Little did they know that Vesh heard of this election and saw an opportunity, going to Sheer and using his charisma and a little bit of magic to sweep the election and become the chosen lord, further funding his experiments. The party began north, befriending John Halston, the final party member in our story thus far. They met up with Asuka Yori, a friend of theirs who is possessed by a Grim that does not control her, but cannot be killed lest she die, and she has yet to find magic that can remove it. The party helped save her little sister, who was under the spell of a Nightmare Grim. The party moved on to Vane, meeting Lord Librarian Sasha Hellion, the current master of Maverick, to encourage his artificer pursuits. Leaving his magic lamp to Gambit, who after being affected by an obsession curse, put the lamp in a lead box out of fear. Dealing with local bandits and grim attacks, the party became acquaintances of Lady Grace Lavania, and discovered a half-mad Aeon-worshipping businessman and a strange Grim that had a spherical head. The party also learned here that Thicket is connected to Grim in some strong way, such that Sasha's protective barrier registered him as a fiend. Copy the next section. Heading to Vacuo City, the party raised money there and met John's parents, spending a few weeks in the city performing, racing, and going to a... Gonna make sure, can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
They spent a few weeks in the city performing, racing, and going to a party where they met Sonata Tatsui briefly. During a Izu the fairy dragon to follow the Lord, the party learned he was buying large amounts of blood and bone from unknown sources. The party also learned of Vesh, the bard who won the election of Sheer. Moving from there, the party chased a lead about hags and an old legend about a man who gave up his crystal sword to them. Going to Calcite, the party headed north from the town and discovered the hags, defeating them and rescuing several children and petrified individuals from years before. The party later learned one of the children, Julie, was already afflicted with the hag curse and transformed after their mother died. Continuing their search, the party moved through the countryside toward Dyke, learning about their friend's banishment from Sheer. Arriving in Dyke, the party went to the mountains to defeat a Deep Crow and gain another Keyblade, and later destroy the vampire cult who resided in Bale's old home. The party witnessed a Grimm destroy the hamlet around the vampire castle, seemingly on command, before destroying the castle themselves and teleporting away. Anyway, before teleporting away, Oli above table saying Vesh capture a vampire and teleporting away with it. Realizing their friend Izu had been captured, the party returned to Kokinia to assault and fight with the Orange Sun and beating Vesh, who showed disdain for the party. After this debacle, the party returned to Calcite to ask Erebus for information at his sacred pool on the mountain there. Erebus indicated to Thicket that Thicket was not awoken by him. The moon the Thicket first woke up to, feeling like a pale imitation in comparison to Erebus' celestial moon. Then Thicket was shown 4 statues to represent paths Thicket could take to learn more about himself. A crystal blade, a dwarf holding a dream catcher and a hammer, a wasteland, and a lamp that matches the one they carry. From here, the party did more research, returning to Vane to see old friends and cast spells. Gambit took a small deal with Tria to manipulate Gray's Lavania in exchange for knowing that the pursuit of the wasteland statue would lead to their certain doom. Thicket cast another divination, seeing 4 images of the future, which we will return to in a bit. Deciding to see what Garon's father about Garon's father, the party went to Lahar, being confused and disappointed by Micah's plotline and writing there. Gambit refused to engage Trio further and cause more strife, despite being offered the knowledge of what Grimm Thicket is connected to and the truth about saving him. Returning to Vane once again, the party journeyed south along the river, hoping to deal with Vesh first before Tatsui. Finding their old friend Josiah Belthor, who warned them of danger with Vesh before dying as the party attempted and failed to dispel a curse placed upon his heart. The party could not save Josiah, but learned that Uldrathel was gone and Vesh knew of the vault. The party brought him back to Vane in an attempt to save him and for proper burial. Seeking revenge, the party had Sasha attempt to send them to Vesh's throne room in Sheer, which by the dangers of chance associated with such magic, sent them instead to the Queen's throne room. Dismayed by the lack of respect and trust the Queen had for these adventurers appearing in her throne room, the party reluctantly surrendered. The following morning after their detainment, the party learned that an agent of Vesh had stolen their swords. Digging the blades, the party gave chase, finding the corpse of the agent. The party and Simeon quickly teleported to Keenite, the party heading to the Divine Vault and Simeon seeking out Uldrathel. The party made it to the exterior, fighting their way through old enemies gathered against them by Vesh. The party successfully stopped Vesh from activating the Divine Spear, a weapon of radiant destruction. The vision of the future that Thicket experienced is as follows. In the first version, a pigeon pecks and waddles around. And we also see a snake that kills the pigeon and uses the key and a piece of the key from a skink to open the cage and crack the inside. Second, the pigeon kills the skink and uses the key to open the cage, which I guess I should specify. In this large valley, there is a large tree, hanging from which is a gilded cage, or a golden cage. In the second version, the pigeon kills the skink, uses the key to open the cage before moving away. The snake then cracks the egg, and the pigeon kills the snake. Then a vulture comes out of the egg, and pigeon kills the vulture, but the pigeon's wing is damaged in the fight. In the third, the pigeon kills the snake and the skink, opening the cage and cracking the egg itself. The pigeon then kills the vulture after it comes out, but its wing is damaged in the fight. In the fourth, the pigeon kills the snake and the skink, then makes its own nest. Time passes and the pigeon dies. More time passes, the egg cracks of its own accord. The vulture destroys the cage and attacks the tree until it and the whole valley wither and die. In the present moment, the desert hides the bite of fall as the party begins to make their way toward Nace, with the potential information from the dwarf Grim expert and a confrontation with the city's lord awaiting them. During their journey, the party gathers their wits, attempts to understand what is happening, and come to a decision about what to do with the Divine Spear. That's the story thus far.
That was really well written and very thorough.
I tried. I wanted to get the spirit of the campaign. Obviously, I didn't have everything in there. I didn't mention John's parents. I didn't go into detail about much of the arena stuff. But I tried to get
You
the
did
major
mention my
beats.
parents.
Oh, I did mention them. That's true.
You just didn't go into detail.
Yeah, I didn't go into detail on a bunch of stuff. That's okay. I didn't mention. I might have mentioned Rusty, but only in passing. Stuff I thought was majorly relevant is what I brought up. Now you have the story thus far in broad terms.
The broad strokes.
Just to make them easy to distinguish, I'm going to go ahead and bold the versions of the vision that you saw. Go. And as you all process, whenever you are ready, the party can discuss, and I believe plan, as last I recall, unless y'all change something, the party was leaving Key Knight to head toward Nace, potentially by way of Chist, or just bypassing it, heading through the desert, to try and go deal with Sonata.
What tree? The one from Dyke?
You mean in the vision? Which paragraph are you referencing? We should ask the tree about the egg. Oh. Okay, so you mean ask the tree in Dyke about the egg in the vision? Is that Jason's idea?
Yeah, I think so. We can certainly try.
I'll be right back.
I fear the knowledge of a tree might be or rather the knowledge of an egg in space might be out of range for the knowledge of a tree.
Eggs in space.
I'm gonna do some push-ups real quick, and then I'll explain why I'm doing push-ups. Besides just, it being good.
Sure. A tree that photosynthesizes. So, I mean, I guess there's connection. That's fair. You've won me over. We've done one divination so far since defeating Vesh, correct? We talked to Quinque?
I think so. You asked where you should target the weapon, and he gestured toward the moon.
Yeah.
Basically. As for the push-ups, my brothers challenged me and other brothers to and brothers-in-law to do 2,500 push-ups throughout the month of July. So.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's a lot of push-ups.
It is.
How many is that per day?
Today. It depends on the person. I think officially the minimum was like 83 or something. I wanted to skip Sundays and then also figured I wanted some extra wiggle room so I can either end early or days where I don't do as many as I could. I've been doing 100. That's like round numbers. Some days, of course, I did less, like travel days and stuff. Getting back from DC, I only did 80 on those days. I'm gonna do 120 yesterday and today to catch up. So I will be at 800 at the end of today after I do. What am I at? I'm at 100 now. I need to do 20 more, and I will be at 800 for the month so far. It's pretty solid.
All right.
I mean, when they're spread out, it's not too bad. You're saying, Sam?
I don't think I said anything.
Okay. Well, y'all say something then. In character. Start talking. Man,
Something.
Did we want to ask any other deities questions? Gambit suggesting tree. I know where we left off last week. I remember you guys not being like super on board necessarily with like getting just Quinque's perspective.
Well, I think didn't we do that, and it was just like, and it was like really like just go. It's like do whatever you want. I think it was like a weird like non-committal sort of answer.
I actually forget what exactly Quinque's response was.
Quinque's response. You were within camp, I believe, and then you found yourself in a room, or it might have been like out on a hill, and you asked him specifically, if we attempt to destroy the divine, or to repair the divine spear in the next 7 days, where should it be aimed, or should it be destroyed instead? And then he looked to you on the hill and looked over toward the rising moon.
Ah.
That was the omen you got.
He said the moon. So I talked to Erebus like once. Sorry, not Erebus. Aether. I talked to Aether on the way to the cave. And he was just like, the spear's already in the wrong hands. So that was great. I talked to Erebus like a while back when we were at the lake. Last we talked about it, we were kind of not all what's the term? There was some hesitancy in contacting the pretty much any of the main four, considering they're so like involved in this specific matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, biased. We talked to Quinque, and then what's some other? Where's my book? The Ted. Okay. Do you want to talk to Decim? Should we talk to Decim?
Yeah, I don't think we actually have, right? We did one time, and his thing was this. It was when we were trying to determine which way to go. I mean, like it was just another thing that was like an agreement.
I believe.
Does that sound? I feel like that's what that was.
We haven't really involved Decim in our travel plans very much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or plans in general. What day is it? What have we done today?
It is the Monday, the 18th of September, 4:17 post-schism. Sometime during the day. You are still at Keenite, I believe, or we're making your way out of Keenite, depending on whether or not you want to make your way out of Keenite toward Nace. Or if you want to go toward Sheer, or Feldspar, or Schist, or Delta. I mean, an open world.
Have I done a divination today?
Maybe? But you have travel days if you wanted to do it later. You can, I would say you could.
It's travel days when we have trees.
You've never been to Nace.
That's fair. But are we going to Nace?
That's also a good question. Discuss. Party. Characters. John.
Because
Tickets,
Gambit suggested we talk to the
Doug.
tree. We could treat a dike, talk to the tree. That sounded redundant. Treat a dike and talk to the tree.
Let's treat the dike and talk.
And then treat a coquina and then start traveling to Nace afterward.
Yeah.
Because I have 7th level spells now, so I can tree twice in one day. Woohoo!
Allah.
How about that? We'll pop into Dyke for the morning. And then start heading.
Other party members, is that what you're doing? Doug, Gambit, John, what's your input?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I'm cool with that. I don't have much to add. I think good.
Okay.
Well, I don't have speak with plants prepared.
Oh, well, that does put a damper on things, doesn't it?
That changes things. Can the Coatl talk to?
Does the Coatl have speak with plants?
The Coatl has telepathy and knows all languages.
I need to look at the Coatl's telepathy. Unlike some, it doesn't specify.
Temple.
I would say no. Plants don't normally have a language.
Well, then I guess we're just heading to Nace. We'll tree back later.
You mean to Dyke? I'm confused.
We can start our journey to Nace, and then wherever we are on a journey, I can prepare speak with plants tomorrow, and then we can head back to Dyke.
Draw me a path.
And
What
then-
path are y'all taking?
And then blip back to where we were traveling to Nace.
Okay, assuming you can find some trees in the desert that are big enough to do this.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be big enough?
Well, yeah, you have to be able to step into it.
Oh, I did not realize that the size of the tree mattered for that spell.
I don't know if it says it, but I would think it makes sense.
Fair enough.
It's a rule now.
Transport via plants. Large or larger,
Is the
plants,
temple where? What are you referring to, Gambit? Is the temple in the place safe? That one temple where Tatsui is. What?
I mean, if Tatsui is there, probably not safe.
Tatsui. The temple that would know more about Grip. Okay.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
So, the guy you need to talk to, there is a dwarf by the name of... Where's his note? Kraberim Woldbell. Or Voldbell. So in Nace, there is a dwarf rim expert, is what you've been told by Sasha and... What's his name?
Simeon?
Yes, Simeon. Of Kraberim Voldbell. You're a Durgar scientist in Ganes. Is the temple in there? Is if you're asking if he's safe, who knows? Good question. What's John's opinion on what you should do next? And I don't want what they said.
Yeah. I'm trying to work through my head again what all we need to do.
Okay.
So ultimate goal is we want to kill Tatsui, right?
That seems to be a goal of the parties, yes.
Okay. And we don't know where he is. Or we do know where he is.
He's probably in Nace.
The assumption has been that he has been here, that he is in the city that he is the Lord of.
Okay. And remind me why we need to learn more about Grim?
Because the Divine Spear seems to be a focus for a cult obsessed with Aeon, who created Grim.
Yes, as well.
So we want to know more about Grim to figure out what to do with
connected in
beating
Aeon/Grim.
Originally, the reason for which you were pointed toward Kraberim, Dr. Voldbell, was Sasha pointed you his direction after finding out that Thicket seems to have this Grim connection. or Grim Blade,
That too.
as the party likes to call it.
My main character energy.
Okay, and that dude is in
Nice.
where again?
Nice.
He's in Nace. So we could kill two birds with one stone by going to
Yes.
Nace. Okay. How urgent is it that we find out about the grant? Like, can we just stick this? We have the spear. Can we just stick it in the portable hole for now and forget about it until we kill until we kill Tatsui?
Are you referring to the Divine Spear?
Yeah, that one.
The Divine Spear is a giant mechanism.
Oh,
It is a large magical radiant cannon, effectively.
The Divine
that's
Spear
that we
is like
broke.
the Death
Okay.
Star.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's a radiant Death Star.
I didn't realize. I don't know why in my head I thought it was still an
Or
actual
surface-to-air laser turret, but yeah.
Garand has a spear.
Gotcha.
Like I tried it.
It's a metaphorical spear. Got it.
Metaphorical spear, yes, that's accurate.
Could we get a message out to like what's his face? Blanking on his name. The one wizard dude.
Simeon?
Yeah, can we get a message out to Simeon to like put
Weren't
some
we
sort
just
of
with him?
spell?
Yes. He is currently
Like-
being the temporary Lord of Keenite until they can figure
Like,
out
isn't he in the
another
room with us?
solution.
Well, I was just thinking, like, we could. I'm trying to figure out which is more important: killing Tatsui or doing something with the cannon.
Yeah.
Like, what's the more pressing issue? Because if we can just, keep people from touching the cannon, keep them out somehow, we can put that off until after we kill Tatsui.
Yeah. My only thoughts necessarily, in relation to should we do something with the spear or go kill that Tatsui, is based on the stuff, like the 4 versions of the future that Erebus told us, assuming that Tatsui is one of the animals, the skink or the snake. If we kill both Vesh and Tatsui, then it seems we might have a bit of time before we have to decide necessarily on what to do with the spear.
Gambit would like to note his opinion is the Divine Spear is massive, won't fit into a hole. It's currently in various states of destruction. He thinks go to Nace, kill Tarsue, talk to Dwarf, then decide on Spear.
I love the fat finger typing.
I just enjoy pronouncing it as written. And obviously, kill Tatsui, talk to Dwarf. Or Dwarf.
Spelling is optional.
Yep.
Listen, many people are dyslexic and it's okay. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Hey, the only reason spelling is standardized
okay, you're
is
a demigod.
Merriam-Webster.
The only reason spelling is standardized because of Merriam-Webster.
Yep.
I would argue
Before
also
dictionaries,
saying-
nobody cared how you spelled anything as long as you could understand it.
That's fair.
Shakespeare literally just made up words.
I mean, lots of people make up words.
Well,
I've
that's
done that a bit
poetry,
more
I
times
mean.
this D&D game.
Authors make up words.
Okay, so am I hearing the consensus is head toward Nice?
Yes.
Okay, you
If
have
both
the
of
map.
the objectives are there, let's do that.
What path are you taking? Draw me your path. There's
Where
going
are
to be
we?
a road to Schist, Ghost, and
Oh.
Mace.
Just saw with the map.
No, I'm here in Kenite. Are you teleporting to Kokenia and heading south? What's your play here?
Why? Is there
My
something in
thought is-
Schist that we need to deal with? Or that could be helpful? Because Kokenia is where the Orange Sun is, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
I mean, wait.
That's
Fancy
good.
Pajama Dude helped us with this battle, didn't he?
It's
He
fancy
didn't kill
pajama
us.
dude. Fancy pajama dude.
Well, I didn't know if
That's-
we curried any favor with
That's
the orange
about the
because of that.
extent of our relationship with him. Is we haven't killed each other.
You have a tense neutrality right now.
He did help bring what's his face? Horse guy back to the city.
Yeah. It's probably best not to antagonize them then. So I mean, if there's any reason we need to go to Pequeña, then let's go there. Otherwise, I would say it's just as far to go through Schist.
That's fair. Where's the lightning giraffe?
Somewhere in the wastes. Well, not in the wastes. Somewhere in the desert.
Lightning giraffe?
Yeah,
Yes,
the party
the
saw it
one
in
with
distance.
the looming storm over it.
Yeah,
the
there's-
giant grim
Oh.
giraffe.
Yeah, you probably would have heard of this, John, but never seen it, and questionable on whether or not you believe it. That's up to you. Apparently, there is a massive grim that wanders the desert and has a constant storm looming over it, and has leveled towns
Wonderful.
before.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
Y'all found the
He's been
survivors
fortunate.
of an attack back in Feldspar at one point.
We have been fortunate to not have a run-in with it so far. That's really my only concern is going through Schist as the lightning giraffe. But I mean, we'll see it far before we encounter it. Or I will, at least. Joe Schist?
Yep, I'm unless anybody disagrees.
We need to
I'm
say anything
going-
else to Simeon before we go.
Micah, how close are we on the cloak thing?
The cloak
It
thing
is
will be
fine.
done on the 22nd. You have one, I guess, including the current day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days.
5 days. Is there any reason that why we might not wait those 5 days? Or can we include those 5 days in our travel period or whatever
Yeah.
else we're thinking?
Those are options.
I'm
y'all
also
can
asking
say
the party.
Wait, take down time. So yeah, y'all discuss.
We can wait. I'd feel better waiting here in Keenite where we can check in on the spear.
Okay. Then just tell Simeon that that's where we'll be, so his lovely bride can send the item in question at her leisure or whatever's.
We can treat a dike during one of those days if we want. Talk to the tree. Gambit. Tree. Can do a little field trip. What do you want to say to Tree?
Wasn't it Jacelin's idea?
Yeah, I'm asking Jesslyn.
Oh, okay.
What do you want to say to the tree, Gambit?
Field trip to tree. Magic school style. Are we going to learn about what do trees have? Cytoplasm and stuff?
Chlorophyll.
Yeah, that. It's been a while since I took grade school science.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
I am smarter than a 5th grader, just not at scientific stuff. Minutia.
I always say it depends on the 5th grader.
That's fair. There are some very dumb 5th graders around.
Jeff Foxworthy usually
Really
picks pretty
smart 5th graders.
So.
That was more my angle.
Hey, for comparing myself, there are some really dumb 5th graders around. Is the moon egg? Is what Jason would want to ask a tree.
Only if you're Doctor Who.
Okay. Yeah. Do you happen to know if the moon is an egg?
Oh man.
If the moon is an egg,
No.
what happens when it hatches?
No, it's not an egg, or no, you don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I can't even really see the moon, man. There are these birds
Wait.
that lay eggs in my branches. But like, the moon's never been in my branches, so
This tree turned into a stoner.
I can't remember if he was a stoner or a wise old guy last time, so I'm going with stoner.
Stoner's more fun.
My friend wants to know if you have seen the moon created.
I mean, I see it get created every day. Comes up that way.
He's a dumb tree at that.
I think it,
No,
it
he's-
might be, well, I mean, I don't know all the details, but I know it comes up and it goes down and it stops being visual. But like, you didn't disappear and then get created when you left and came back. But like, to me, in my life, you basically didn't exist before like a month ago.
Wow.
Really.
I basically didn't exist except for like a year ago.
Sure, dude.
Oh boy.
I've existed for a while. But I didn't get see the moon get created like the first time. I mean, I know the first time I saw it when I was but a sprout.
Do you know of any gods or deities, celestial beings?
I mean, I've heard the name Sylvanas before.
Nice.
If you mean like known
What-
personally, I mean, I think it was Sylvanas who planted me.
That's so cool, dude.
Thanks, man.
I saw Sylvanas once.
Whoa. We're like Sylvanas bros.
For sure, dude. What do you think about Sylvanas?
Seems pretty cool. He planted me. That's a pretty cool thing to do. And all these people
Right.
are like him. I mean, they say he helps them not to go all were monster. So
Nice.
turn into a werewolf or a wereboar or a were-dog or a warehouse or a were things.
Wherewithal.
Really, it's all the wear and
And
tear
you-
going on.
Do you know much about Grimm?
Nah, man. They're freaky. They attack stuff people make. But I guess they don't care about me because they never attacked me.
Well, that's good.
But sometimes they come and sometimes they try to fight the were people, and the were people fight back, and the were people usually win.
All right.
Some of those words.
Gambit, do you have any other questions?
No.
All right. It was nice talking to you, man.
You too, dude. I will call that the 18th. What are you doing on the 19th? And you can say we take downtime and want to ask these gods questions.
We want to take downtime? Aren't we kind of in a
That
hurry?
would require knowing what we want to do.
We want to get to the knees.
Nice.
Whatever. I mean, we better get walking. Or teleporting, whichever.
Moving right along. Do we want to do any more divinations? Do they have incense here? Can I buy more incense?
Sure. You'd be able to find it somewhere, whether it be with them or with back in Keenite, or during the time you could buy more incense. And what pathway are you taking to Nace? Going by boat, by land, 1 if by land, 2 if by sea.
How much incense can I get?
I'd cap you out at 100 gold's worth between the 2 locations. Actually, let me roll. Up to 120 gold worth, you can get 80 gold worth between the 2 locations.
Let's see. I will take 75. That gives me 3 more castings.
Alrighty. Go ahead and remove the money. What path?
70 gold is 7 platinum, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did we want to talk to any other archons or anything with divination over these 5 days?
I would love for Decim to give a less non-committal answer about something to do. So I guess it would be like if I guess because in the next 7 days we're gonna go try to take out Tatsui. If in the next 7 days we take out Tatsui, is that one step closer to me fighting that entity he wants me to fight? I guess would be how I would do that.
Okay. I'm coming up with the phrasing.
Jack, what's Doug's input on everything or pathing?
Doug is holding up a sign that says it's nice to go to Nace.
Okay, everyone wants to go to Nace. What's your pathway to Nace? How are you getting there? What's your plan?
Doug has just a straight arrow.
I feel like walking through the desert without stopping at Shist would be a bad idea.
Doug's plan is this, basically. Okay. Bad idea. So what's John's plan? Teleport or walk to Shist? Then what?
Yeah. And then along the road.
You want to draw? Like,
I mean, I don't know. How dangerous is it to not follow the road?
Party, what's your experience?
I'm
so far,
super good at
pretty much only
survival.
followed the road.
I mean, I think we've typically run into more Grim away from the road. And if we don't want him knowing that we're coming, then the road might be the better way to go.
Would my military experience give me any insight into this?
Roll a survival check.
That was horrible.
No. Most of your military experiences were between Vacuo and Tough.
Different terrain. Got it.
But as I understand, you wanted to follow the road all the way like to Ghostin and then to Nace, so John wanted this, basically.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Garand?
I think at this point he's just, let's do the best that we can. Maybe Tatsui will be distracted trying to figure out how to fix, because he was expecting the guy to win. So I guess we're just gonna try it for the best.
Okay, so meaning you want to head to Nace and try to take out Tatsui there, assuming he's distracted?
Yeah.
Okay, what pathway do you want to take to Nace?
The roads, like, just...
Okay, so similar to what John's got. Just to Ghost into Nace. Okay, and I've got Mori's directional decision as well. For your question, would Nace be beneficial for the purpose of leading Garon toward a mysterious enemy? He's been guided a challenge. You would find yourself soaring through the air, arms out as if you would wild shake, but you are not. You're flowing through the air in this kind of intense wind. And you feel a tickle at your fingertips as you look over, and touching the edge of your finger is the edge of a wing, a couple of feathers that are as large as you are as you look over to this massive, larger than an airplane bird. And you see that where you are flying over the desert toward Nace, as you can tell based on the terrain. And the bird, the large blue immense bird with this long kind of swishing tail, this fairly dark bluish color with bits of white that seem to glow at points, and beneath the feathers, turns away from you and heads south, seemingly indicating that Nace is not in the direction of Garon's mysterious entity.
Okay.
I relay that to Garand.
Okay, well. The whole divination thing is starting to really get under his skin. He's all, this magic is too confusing. But it's okay. He doesn't have the wisdom. He has intelligence, and there's like things like this are only good for things like wisdom. So
So, are we coming to a consensus at all?
Which path does Thicket want to take?
For the purpose of staying on the roads, I think the best option is treeing to schist and then following John's path.
Okay, seems like the consensus is going via road. So are you going to teleport to schist?
Yeah.
Alrighty. You'd be able to do so with relative ease, and you know the town fairly well. You could even talk to Rusty if you wanted while here. I recall. You had asked if you could be teleported into Nace, if I recall, and the answer was kind of, potentially. You know, might go poorly, but probably won't, you know? And then to do that, Othko will join you at some point during your journey. Teleporting to schist, and beginning to move along, it would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days to get to Gosen. So from the 19th, we'll go up to 29. My face around, how's it lagging? Okay, so you would pass the time for the crow leather. You can see about teleporting to and from for like schist. For time, you would go from the 19th, so 29th, and I said 13 days. It would be Monday, October 2nd, when you arrive in Gosen. Is there anything you want to accomplish during that time? And what would you all like to do to potentially get Garon's crow leathers, and also take its birthday on the 22nd of September, the autumnal equinox?
Hey, nice. I want trees from Gosen. Sorry, not trees. Flowers from Gosen.
Okay, so you'll get flowers from Gosen when you get there. How are you going to try to get your cloak, Christopher?
Well, I had asked Simeon if he could have her send it to us, either through teleport or whatever. Because if we're still hanging out in the same city, right? That was the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, if she can just teleport or send someone or you know something, you know, I can reimburse money wise or whatever else she needs.
My internet is being my internet, of course. Trying to open up pro leather item. 2. Can I at least look at it on my phone so I can describe it to you and then put it into the system next time? Wrong. Archon. Yes, they can.
Is everybody being quiet, or did I disconnect?
This group, they're being quiet.
Quiet.
Okay, good. That took longer than I thought. I was like, oh, I disconnected.
I was muted.
Okay, okay.
Just kicked out of.
Jack's been kicked out of fantasy grounds. Hopefully that's not a sign. They can restart my computer if needed, but I'd like to avoid it if possible. Home sphere. Remember. Say Grenache. Frostpoint feather. Okay. For the items, check 1, 2. Can you hear me? Work. Okay, recording. We're gonna have to restart the computer. I'll be back.